Good morning, children. In the previous class we discussed about the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay, do you remember it? So, if the discriminant, that is the value of b square minus 4ac greater than 0 means the given equation has two unequal roots. Okay, then if b square minus 4ac equal to 0 means the given equation has two equal roots. Okay, the next b square minus 4ac less than 0 means, that is D, discriminant of the given equation has no real roots. Okay, and we solved some problems also in the previous class. Today also we can solve some problems using this discriminant. Okay, so write one question. Find the value of k. Find the value of k. Find the value of k for the given equation 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0. For the given equation 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0. So that they have two equal real roots. So that they have two equal real roots. Okay, so what is our given equation? 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so when we are comparing this to our quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus 3 equal to 0 means what we will get? A equal to 2, b equal to k, c equal to 3. A equal to, that is coefficient of x square 2, b equal to coefficient of x, that is k. K is the unknown value here, and c equal to constant term equal to 3. Okay, so it is given that the given equation has two equal real roots. Two equal real roots mean we know that b square minus 4ac, that is our discriminant, is equal to 0. Okay, so why we wrote b square minus 4ac equal to 0 here? Because it is given in the question, the given equation has two equal real roots. Two equal real roots means we know that b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Okay, so from the given equation we need to find out b square minus 4ac. What is b square minus 4ac? B square is here means k square minus, that is b equal to k. So b square k square minus 4 into 2 into what is c? 3 equal to 0. That is k square minus 2 into 4 8, 8 into 3 24 equal to 0. Now what we got? K square minus 24 equal to 0. K square minus 24 equal to 0 means that we can write k square equal to 24. Take this minus 24 to right side. So k square equal to 24. K square equal to 24 means what is k? K equal to plus or minus root 24. So root 24 how can we write? Plus or minus 4 into 6. Root 24 we can write plus or minus root 4 into 6. So root 4 equal to 2. Okay, so what we will get? This is equal to plus or minus 2 root 6. Plus or minus 2 root 6. So what is the value of k? K equal to plus or minus 2 root 6. This is our question. Find the value of k. So now we got the value of k equal to plus or minus 2 root 6 means it may be plus 2 root 6 or minus 2 root 6, plus or minus 2 root 6. Okay. Then one more question. Find the value of k. X square minus 4x plus k equal to 0. What is our equation? X square minus 4x plus k equal to 0 has two distinct real roots. Two distinct real roots. Okay, so what is the question? Find the value of k. In the given equation, x square minus 4x plus k equals 0 has two distinct real roots. Okay, so what is our first step? What is the given equation? The given equation x square minus 4x plus k equal to 0. Next step, comparing the given equation to ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then what is the value of a? A equal to coefficient of x square, that is a equal to 1, b equal to coefficient of x, that is minus 4, c equal to constant term, c equal to k here. Okay, it is also given that discriminant, that is the value of b square minus 4ac. Two distinct real roots means what is b square minus 4ac? Greater than 0. Okay, it is already given that in the question, two distinct real roots. The given equation has two distinct real roots. So, we can write b square minus 4ac greater than 0. Then find out the value of b square minus 4ac. What is b square? What is b? Minus 4 square. Minus 4 into what is a? 1 into c. What is c? K greater than 0. Okay, minus 4 square minus 4 into 1 into k greater than 0. So, what is minus 4 square? 16 minus 4 into 1 into k, 4k greater than 0. 16 minus 4k greater than 0. So, we can write 4k. 16 greater than 4k. 16 greater than 4k. I took this minus 4k to right side. So, minus 4k, that is 16 greater than minus 4k. So, we can divide it by 4. So, 4 greater than k. Both side 4 is common. So, 4 greater than k. Which means 4 greater than k means k less than 4. So, write the third question. For what value of k? For what value of k? For the given quadratic equation, kx into x minus 2 root 5 plus 10 equal to 0 are equal. For what value of k? Kx into x minus 2 root 5 plus 10 equal to 0 are equal. So, what is our given equation? Kx into x minus 2 root 5 plus 10 equal to 0. So, what is our first step? We need to change this into a quadratic equation. Okay. So, we can multiply it. Kx into x, kx square minus 2 root 5 kx plus 10 equal to 0. K square minus 2 root 5 kx plus 10 equal to 0. So, when we are comparing this to our equation x square plus bx plus c equals 0, what we will get? The value of a equal to k. What is b? B equal to minus 2 root 5k. What is c? C equal to 10. Okay, a equal to k, b equal to minus 2 root 5k and c equal to 10. So, what is b square minus 4ac? Are equal. Equal means b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So what is b square minus 4ac here? b square minus 2 root 5 whole square. b square, b is minus 2 root 5k. So minus 2 root 5k whole square minus 4 into what is a? K into c, what is 10, equal to 0. Minus 2 root 5k whole square minus 4 into k into 10 equal to 0. Okay. So what is 2 square? 4. 4 into 5, root 5 square is 5. So 4 into 5, 20. Okay. 24, that is 2 square is 4 and root 5 square is 5. So 4 into 5, 20. 20k square minus here 40k. 40k equal to 0. What we got? 20k square minus 40k equal to 0. So from these two, what is common here? 20 is common. So we can take 20. Here k square and here k is there. So k also common. So from these two we can take 20k outside. So 20k as common factor. Clear? 20k square and 40k. 20 is common in both the terms. So 20 you can take outside. Here one k square and k. K square and k is common. So what we can take as common factor? 20k we can take outside. Okay. So 20k we are taking means what is remaining in first term? K only minus here 20 we took. What is remaining? What is remaining? 2 is remaining. 2 into 20, 40. 2 k is here, so k is not there. So 20k minus k minus 2 equal to 0. From these two terms, 20k is common factor, so we took 20k outside. So 20k into k minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so how can we compare? 20k into k minus 2 equal to 0 means either 20k equal to 0 or k minus 2 equal to 0. So what are the values? K equal to 0 and k equal to 2. So what are the values for k? K equal to 0 and k equal to 2 we got. 20k equal to 0 means k equal to 0. K minus 2 equal to 0 means k equal to 2. Take this minus 2 right side, k equal to 2 we got. Okay, hence k equal to 0 or k equal to 2. Hence k equal to 0 or k equal to 2. Clear? Okay. Okay children, we can go to our next question. A train left 30 minutes later than its scheduled time. In order to reach its destination 1500 km away in time, it has to increase its speed by 250 km per hour from its usual speed. Find the usual speed of the plane. Okay. So, here it is given that a plane left 30 minutes later than its scheduled time. 30 minutes means half an hour. Okay. So, half an hour late. Okay. That is half an hour later than its scheduled time. Okay. So, write the usual speed of the train be, let the usual speed of the plane be x kilometer per hour. Okay. And also we know that time equal to distance by speed. Time equal to distance by speed. Okay. So, we started, let the usual speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. Okay. Then the time taken to cover 1500 kilometer, that is equal to distance by speed 1500 1500 by speed x. 1500 by x hours. Let the usual speed of the train be x km per hour. So, the usual time taken to cover 1500 km equal to 1500 by x hours. That is the usual time taken to cover this distance. Okay. So, then when the speed increased by 250 km per hour, then speed increased by 250 km per hour, then the increased speed, equal to x plus 250 km per hour. So, the increased speed equal to x plus 250 km per hour. Clear? The usual speed is x km per hour. When the speed increased by 250 km per hour means, so that is increased speed x plus 250 km per hour. Okay. The time taken to cover, then the time taken to cover the journey with the increased speed. That is, then the time taken to cover the journey with the increased speed equal to, we know that time equal to distance by speed, that is equal to 1500 divided by x plus 250. X plus 250 hours. Clear? Up to here you understood? That is, we took the usual speed of the train be x km per hour. That is the usual speed of the train. So, if the usual speed is 8x km per hour means what is the time taken to cover this distance? That is 1000, that is we know that time equal to distance by speed. So, time equal to 1500 by x hours. Okay. So, after that, to reach its destination, the plane increased its speed by 250 km per hour. So, after increasing its speed, what is the increased speed? That is x plus 250 km per hour. Speed increased by 250 km per hour, then the increased speed equal to x plus 250, that is x plus this 250 km per hour. Okay. Then if the speed of the train, if the speed of the plane is x plus 250 km per hour, then what is its increased speed to cover the same distance, that is 1500 by x plus 250 hours. Okay. Then the time taken to cover the journey with the increased speed. Okay. Then the time taken to cover the journey with the increased speed equal to 1500 by x plus 250 hours. Clear? Okay. Then according to our question, we can write 1500 by x plus 250 is equal to 1500 divided by x minus 30 minutes means we can write 1 by 2 half hours. Okay. So, we can write 1500 by x plus 250 is equal to 1500 by x minus 1 by 2. Okay. That is half an hour late by the usual time. Okay, then we need to change this into a quadratic equation. Okay, then using this we need to make a quadratic equation. Okay, how can we change this one? That is 1500 divided by x plus 250 minus 1500 divided by x equal to minus 1 by 2. I took this 1500 by x to left side. So, that is equal to 1500 by x plus 250 minus 1500 by x equal to minus 1 by 2. Clear? Okay. Then what is our next step? We can take x into x plus 250 LCM. So, what we will get here? Yes, 1500 into x, 1500 x minus 1500 into x plus 250 equal to minus 1 by 2. Clear? Okay. So, here you look, how can we change this one? That is 1500 minus 1500 x minus 1500 into 250. Okay, divided by, so this numerator only we can take. What we will get here? Yes, this 1500x and 1500x we can cancel. So, what is only remaining? Minus 1500 into 250. Okay, so what is the answer? 25 into 15, 375. How many zeros? 3 zeros. Minus. Okay, so we can write here. So, 1500x minus 1500x plus 250, what we got? Minus here x into x square plus 250x equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so left side and right side negative sign is the, so you can cancel it. So, what is remaining? 3,75,000 divided by x square plus 250x equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Okay, then next we can cross multiply. That is, can we write 2 into, that is 3,75,000 into 2 equal to 1 into x square plus 250x, like this we will get. Then what is 375 into 2? That is 750. 750 and 30 equal to x square plus 250x. Okay, understood? Here we cross multiplied, that is 2 into 3,75,000 into equal to, that is 2 into 3,75,000 equal to x square, here 1 into x square plus 250x, that we wrote x square plus 250x. Okay, so 355 into 750, so then zeros equal to x square plus 250x. Any doubt? No. So, we can write x square plus 250x minus 7,50,000, okay, equal to 0. What we got now? We got a quadratic equation. Okay, that is x square plus 250x minus 7,50,000 equals 0. It is a quadratic equation. Okay, then we can solve it. So, we studied 3 methods. Any methods you can use here, quadratic formula or completing the square method or factorization method. Okay, here I think it is better to use factorization method. Okay, splitting the middle term. So we can split 250x. So product we need to get 7,50,000. So which are numbers we can take? We can take 1000 and 750. Okay. Plus 1000 and minus 750. Plus 1000 into 750 minus 7,50,000 we will get 1000 plus minus 750 we will get plus 250x. Okay. So we can split 250x by using 1000x and minus 750. Okay. So we can change that equation. We can write x square plus, how can we write this one? 1000x minus 750x minus 7,50,000 equal to 0. You forgot the splitting the middle term method. So 250x we splitted 1000x and minus 750x. Okay, you need to practice all the methods. Okay, it's important. So here you look, what is the next step? Common term we can take outside. In x square plus 1000x, what is common? X. So we can take x outside. So we are taking, if we are taking x outside means what is remaining? Yes, x plus 1000. Okay. Then from among these two terms, what we can take outside? Yes, 750 we can take outside, minus 750. So what is remaining? X plus 750, that is 1000 remaining. 750 into 1000. Okay. Okay. Equal to 0. Clear? Then what is the next step? Again x plus 1000 and x plus 1000 is here. That is common. Again we can take x plus 1000 as common factor. So what is remaining here? X is remaining minus here 750 is remaining. So we can write x plus 1000 into x minus 750 equal to 0. X plus 1000 into x minus 750 equal to 0. Clear? Okay. So what is the next step? Yeah, we can x plus 1000 equal to 0 or x minus 750 equal to 0. Okay. So x plus 1000 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 1000. Here x minus 750 equal to 0 means x equal to plus 750. So we got two values for x. What are the values? X equal to minus 1000 or x equal to 750. So here one value is negative, negative 1000. So that negative value we can reject. Okay. So what is our x? We can take x equal to 750. Okay. So x equal to 750 we can select x equal to 750. Then in the question, what is our x? X equal to the usual speed of the plane. Okay. So therefore we can write, therefore the usual speed of the train is 750 km per hour. Okay, that is our question. Find the usual speed of the train. So now we got x equal to 750. Okay. So let's conclude it. Hence the usual speed of the train is 750 km per hour. Understood? Okay. I hope all of you understood today's problems. Okay. Okay children, I hope all of you understood the problems I discussed here today. Okay. So we can wind up this section here. So anyway, we completed this chapter. Okay. So which are the questions we discussed here? That every questions are important. You need to practice in your practice paper and notebook also. Okay. Then like that example questions, every example questions you need to practice. Okay. Then exercise questions also. Okay. So we can wind up this chapter here. Okay, all the best.